Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 24 of Princess Tober. Today's prompt is Holiday Princess, and I'm trying to figure out why my computer is acting in direct defiance of me, so let me just take a second to do that. And then we'll get started. So let me try doing this and then doing that. See, there you go. Now you're doing the thing I wanted you to do. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. I just had a little start menu unusual behavior going on. It's all fixed now. Everything is great. Everything is grand. I don't have the whole wide world in the palm of my hand, but that'd be a pretty neat trick if I did. Today we're doing the Holiday Princess, and I mean, I decided on Christmas. I feel like when you say, I think it's sort of built in from the notion of when you say holiday, there's sort of an understand notion that you're mostly talking about Christmas. Like, no disrespect to Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and candle nights and other good December holidays. Those are all good, but I feel like there's an understood implication that Christmas sort of made those rise in their esteem. And the Holiday Princess is not specifically going for any particular denomination of winter holiday. The candy cane, just sort of a generic winter festive deal. Some candy cane stripes going on in the outfit, as we'll explore a little bit later on. Just diving right in with some hair detail up here. I actually want the hair to go the other way. I hope that's going to look better. Come up a little bit tighter. There we go. Same sort of idea over on this side. Yeah. Let's get this hair in so that this heron, caw-caw, caw-caw. A lot of this is going to be covered up by the candy cane she is wielding. And so we're going to figure out how that's going to work a little bit later on. But at this point, we come in like so. And we go until we like what we've drawn. Not quite there yet. Getting closer with each try, for the most part, on average. I think that's going to do it if we fix this little unevenness right there. It's going to be really good. I do appreciate the people who tune in for exactly one blip on the people watching graph. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for stopping by and realizing that this is not for you. Up here, we've got a candy cane as the insignia of the Holiday Princess. It's a little blah, blah, blah. Let's go for something a little bit better. Doesn't help that my pencil is pretty bad for this one. I did not do myself favors as far as that goes. That'll be fine, just for the interest of momentum. I learned that keeping going is very important. You stop and you fiddle with something for 10 minutes. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's the detail that your drawing needs, but sometimes you're just stuck. Like here, just fixing this a little bit. See, I think it was right before. I think I just gotta go like that. Sometimes you need to know when it's a stitch in time, saving 9, and when it's 9 stitches, saving none. If that makes any sense. I'm not sure it did, but it did in my head. Basically, just keep moving unless you feel you cannot keep moving unless you do something. Again, once we get the candy cane in, that'll be on a separate layer so we can come back and fix any overlap business that we need to fix. But having my basic structure laid out on inks is good because then I can see, oh, that doesn't work if something doesn't work. Dress in layers for the holiday season. So we've got this sweater right here. It's got a nice collar on it. Got an undershirt right there. You gotta do layers. You gotta do layers. Like right here. If you got your arm like that, then your shoulder's going to be a bit more engaged. So let's say that instead it's going to come out to about here. I think we can still make that work and it'll still be pretty good. And then we go up a layer. And so what this arm is doing is actually going to be something like this. Or this part of the arm, I should say. So it's coming in front of this other part. So then we can come back and do this. Clean that up. Come around like so. Do this at a lower opacity so I can see what I'm drawing. Make sure that looks okay. This looks a little bit off, but in general this is looking good. Yeah, and then this is going to come up like so. I think that's a bit narrow, so let's fix it right here. Maybe that'll do. That'll do. She's got a candy cane and she knows how to use it. And the way you use a candy cane is that you do eat it, in case you were wondering, in case that wasn't clear. The thing you do with the candy cane is you eat it. Or with one that big, you're going to share it with a lot of friends, which is good. Break off a chunk. Maybe it's a magic candy cane that you can break off a chunk, but it never gets smaller. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. And then flip-flop this to make it more like that. Hide that for a second. Clear up anything that would be blocked by that hand. Like so. Can have a little bit of overlap, but don't want it to be bleeding in like we have right there. And then set everything back up to 100. Oh, I missed this part, huh? Missed this part real bad. Get that really quite good. I think that'll do it. Bump everything back up to 100. Yes, it is true. Okay, I'm going to adjust the microphone, so I'm going to mute it for a second. There we go, leaning back a bit. I was hunched over, and that's not good for my long-term or short-term physical well-being. I think here this needs to come up a little bit, like so. Got a nice sweater. Gonna have a little wibble wobble. I don't know if she's flying or just jumping, but she's definitely mid-air, so you've got those mid-air dynamics going on. See how that treats us once we've got some other pieces in place. Might have to adjust this a little bit, but I think right now it's looking pretty good. Up here I want to add in sort of a little collar space. Just right here, if I just do that and that, I think that'll be fine. Not a collar, a cuff. A cuff, that's the word. So same idea over here. Shoop. Right here the cuff starts. We bring it in like that. Maybe. We do that. Oh, that's really good. And we come up like this looked better in my pencils. Let me puzzle this out. I think this needs to be wider down here and narrower up here. That should do it. I enjoy that. Another layer for this hand, because I accidentally did those inks on that layer. Yep. So drop this down again so I can see what I'm doing. Erase, erase, erase. This one's a little bit easier, which is nice. It's nice when things are easier. I like it very much. And then we got a skirt. We got a holiday princess skirt. Let's come over here first. A bit too far. And it's looking so good. I think that'll do. That might be a little bit short on the lower leg. I think it looks pretty good. This foot is just not going down far enough to match with that. she will be there with bells on her shoe. She'll have bells on her shoes, is what I'm trying to say. Do that. Like, no, okay, that's what's wrong. This makes it look like her hip is doing something not human in here, so I think her knee needs to come more like right there. So I'll fix that. So first up, this comes right here, and we do something more like, yeah, that'll do. If I can find the right layer, there we go. I think that will do that pretty well. Yes. Okay. Bring back out the pencils. Let's get our sweater insignia done. Let's make this a 20. A little bit finer detail. Actually, let's go down to a 10. Not quite a circle, huh? I want to rotate this a little bit. So I take this, cut it out. Whoop. Yes. Layer 3 is where we're at. And then I have some vague outline of continental looking earth shapes. Sort of, kinda. A little abstraction is key. There we go, like that. Not quite like that. Or like that. I don't know why I'm getting so picky about this, but I am. This is very definitively not Earth anymore. It's okay. Everything is fine. Maybe it's just clouds, huh? Maybe it's just a lot of cool clouds that everyone really likes. And then once we get a color in here, this is going to make more sense, but we'll go with a 15. This is actually going to go just above my pencils for the moment. Now, if it was supposed to be a tacky Christmas or holiday sweater, it could be peas on Earth, and I could draw some peas on there. But I don't think the Holiday Princess is necessarily about the tacky holiday sweater. Or what some call the ugly holiday sweater. I think that's a mean term. I think it's just Tacky I'm fine with because it's very loud and in your face. I don't think that most of them are ugly. Some of them are. Some sweaters are ugly. I feel comfortable making that statement. But not all of them. Some of them are real good. But with everything else going on, the holiday princess thinks it's important to spread a message of peace on Earth. And so that's what's going on her sweater. Okay. Few things here. I think it's going to be a primarily bright but not overly bright red sweater. That, and that. Actually, hide that, do that, do that. That will do for that. This is going to be a nice... Is that going to do? Do I want something more like that? I liked where we had it, right there. I know it's missing. We're missing our stripes. So we've got to get our stripes. So let's hide this for a second. And over here, same sort of idea. Done in white. I don't have that same divot in my ink, so that's fine. Good. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stripes. I'm not going to go for it being exactly the same, but that gives me an idea of what I'm aiming for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then that gives us that. And then actually we want to hide that and hide that. And we're going to go in here, hide this, and do this, you know, to get technical about it. This is some pretty good guesswork. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I like that. That's really nice. And then on the ends, green and red. Does a pink do it? I think just white. I think just white's going to do it. Down here, get this green all the way through the skirt. White on here. And there. Get the candy cane in a moment. Yes, down here. Okay, we'll see how this do. Let's see. Let's go. Actually, we can just do it as is because we don't have any colors there yet. So we'll do that. No, it's going to be there and there. Nope, not that. That one. Miss a little bit of the seam here. Bucket. Buck it. Good. 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 Is that... I think that's good. I think this whole leg situation still feels way off. Like her hip is like skewed at a very unusual angle. I'm debating with myself if it's worth it to go back and fix it at this point or to just let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. And if it were an easy fix, I think I would... I'm going to see if I can get an easy fix. So we're going to select every dang thing. And we're going to see if we could just... scoot out a little bit. Like this. Rotate like this. A little bit more like out here. And then I can fix that up. That's going to make it better, so I think it's going to be worth it, and that won't be too bad to patch that. So let's see. Yes, we'll do that. Don't worry, I sort of know what I'm doing. This surgery will go smoothly. What do we have? That's all on this layer. That does help. Bump it back up to the same 40 we had earlier. So this is going to come like this. This is going to come like that. Oh, that's easy. That's easy peasy. World PC. Come in here like this. Got a little bit of business to clean up right there. That won't be hard. A little bit in there also. And then in here to cover up any sort of seams, just whoop, whoop. And then that's probably layer 1. It is. That's better. That almost looks like something a human could do. At least it's closer. Do we want gold bells or silver bells? And the song is silver. Oh, I like that though. Green shoe? Dark green shoe? Not quite that dark green. I think that'll do. Yes. Yes, I think so. This hand's a little on the small side. Again, debating whether or not it's worth it. I think it is. I might have a real easy fix for this one, though. Again, I've said this before. Some people out there are Inktober purists who say, "Oh, you have to use real ink or at least mimic those techniques in your drawing." But I say, forget that noise. Make the drawing that's in your brain, the image that's in your brain, as close as you can using the tools you have before you, and it'll be great. Now, do I want to use this gold in other places? Like, do I want this right here? Is that going to be anything? Something's not working. Oh, I already have it. Is that on another layer? No, I like the white there. Maybe here, though. No, it's a little busy. That and leave that white? No, let's do that like that. Yes. We do want that gold for the tiara. And here we want to come along with our 15. And the premise here is that these will be separate gemstones. It's going like that, it's going like that, it's going like that, that's going like that. Sort of, sure. That'll do. One more right there. Let's start green there. Patch that up in a sec. And that up in a sec. I think that's good. I like that. I enjoy it. For here on the candy cane, we're going to come along. Shoot. I'm not saying the bad word that it may have sounded like I was saying. Just because I was making sounds with my mouth that may have sounded inappropriate for children's. Not that one. Let's pop this back on. It is supposed to be shiny. Can't forget it's supposed to be shiny. No, I think I just put that on the pencils, huh? That'll do. There's that. And then I'll have sparkles in the near future. For the moment, we'll leave it like that. Get the skin tone involved. this point, we need our pen. Getting all those little crevasses of hair that I made. This is looking good. I like it. I'm a fan. I may be biased, but doesn't change the fact that I am a fan. Come across like that. Don't like that. Leave that as is. Okay. Just a few little glints in the jewels. Be like, hey, these are jewels. FYI, case you were worried, that is what they are. In case it was going to keep you tossing and turning all night. Yeah, they're jewels. Just one of the many services I provide. Letting you know what are jewels. Need a little bit of something in the white sections just so we know, hey, it's not just a white void. That should do. I got a little spot I missed when working on the smiley mouth. Do that. Let's see if teeth would be a good addition or not. Try something like that. Zoom out like that. And if it's not super uneven, maybe. Like mine was, she was missing large chunks of her teeth. Which is fine, but not what I was going for. Ooh, that's getting there. Yeah. A little bit more over. I like it. Bow body. Bow body. My Spotify playlist just stopped and they went to the song Bad Bad Leroy Brown by Jim Croce? Croce? C-R-O-C-E. Nope. I broke the window. I didn't actually break it, but I disrupted it because the song Bad Bad Leroy Brown just got me all confused. Like, why did you think, Spotify, that was the song I wanted to hear at this point in history? Because it sure wasn't. A little bit darker. By which I mean considerably darker. Ooh, yes. Yes, I do think so. Nope, that's not doing what I want. I think this eye is... They're both my culprit, I think. But this is the worst offender of the two. Which means they're going to get erased. I want a little bit of something something in here, so let's try a few things. Brighter. Just something easy, you know? Don't have to worry too much about precision. A lot of this is going to get covered up, so we'll just see some texture on the inside, which is what we want. And is this how eyes actually behave? No, but sometimes when something is small enough, you just don't care and you just do something that looks pretty cool. Spilled over a bit. Let me get this back to a more rounded out shape. That's gonna do it. Go back to my smooth edge G pen. I don't know, I don't usually draw teeth, and now they're starting to make me feel uncomfortable about the whole thing. Let's do some business like this along the edge to make them match. Yeah, the teeth, I'm not feeling them. What about some sort of like... Nope, not feeling that. What about just something like... yeah, right in here. What about something like this? I think so. Come back down to the correct layer. Here, just sort of loosely following the path of these lines to inform the shading. Go, come in with the red. Just a little something so that, again, it doesn't just look like a fill texture. Gives you a little bit more noise going on in there. I think in here, actually, let's do a little bit of shoot. I think so. And here, it's a little much. Yes. Come in with this and then show in a second what else we're going to do. So going to do the dark version. The dark version. How mysterious. Let's give the hair a little texture. And then some darks. Just a little bit of something so that it doesn't look like there's no motion to the thing. Because very few things you look at and you say, oh, that doesn't have any sort of shading to it. Just a little subtle shading right into here, right into here. And then a little bit more down here. That'll do. Okay. We're going to leave these as is just because that's what I'm going to do. Because we only have about 10 minutes left for a background. We have a few options open to us. I feel like we've already pretty well exhausted the stripey option. But just in case, let's see what happens when we do that. And that. I mean, that's not terrible, but it just sort of goes together a bit too well. No. Maybe a little bit of a different green might make it, though, what we wanted to do, though. I want that, I think. Not that. Maybe I want to even these out a bit more. That might be something. That's a little too much, but I think that green's too much. Just a little bit more. What about dark red? Ooh, I like it. Oh, I do like it. Yeah, that's too much. But that. Or that. Oh, that's a good choice. Ooh. Ooh. That blends in a little too much with the legs. The leggings. It does look very Italian, though. Like, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does look very Italian. It should be said. Trash that. I thought I canceled it. That's why I didn't do it. I did it again. I apologize on behalf of myself and my family. Trash. Okay. There we go. That's not what I wanted to do that time. That's still not what I wanted to do that time. I want to drag it, which I could have done from that menu, I now realize, but that's another story altogether. What I want is I don't want it to blend. I want it to just go shoom. Nope, still doing it. Oh, I do want that, and I want it to be that. Yes. Not that. Maybe that. Maybe that. Do I want the brighter red? It's a little aggressive. Do I want more? It's a bit of a purple or red. Do I want to minimize the green? No. Do I want to minimize the red? No, I think I had it. And I've been undoing too much, so I can't do that. Okay. You know what we need? That's not going to do it. We need another layer to go right in here. And it's going to be a white once I can get there. We do that. And I want to take it off reverse. What does this do? It does that. Okay, don't need that. Don't need that. Do need that. I think that's going to help. I think that's what's been the problem. Again, I like that, but it's going to get lower res, and so it's just going to look like noise. How fine can I get? Ooh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Micro Christmas. Yep, that's it. Let's sign it and call it done. Ooh, I want to get some shoe texture. And then we'll actually be done. Shoe and bell texture. Same idea as with the tiara. Just brighten it up in some intervals for a more gradual, more natural look. Yeah. I did want some sparkles on my candy cane, so we'll do that, and then we'll sign this and call it done. And I think they are going to be a very nice bright green. Let's get a bigger pen. I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all, this mapping pen is very small. I sort of meant for that to rhyme, but to be honest, I just sort of stumbled into it, so. Do I still know how to write my own name? This is the ever-present question at the end of these. And the answer is yes, after a few tries. Thanks for watching. Never be afraid to take a few more tries if you need it. And until next time, happy October ween to one and all.